Well, that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just...
Hello, I'm Ken, and we're the Mormons. We're the owners of Jirani Coffeehouse.
Hi, Jerry and Connie Mosemak here.
Hi, we are Mosemak Creative.
Hey guys, my name is Butu, and
My name's Kennedy.
we're the owners' kids.
Hi, my name is Lizzie Tropian. I'm the owner and baker of Pies+Petals. I currently work out of Jirani Coffeehouse's kitchen.
Hi, my name is William Knight, and this is my wife Jacqueline Knight, and we are co-owners of Sweet Pearls Cheesecakes, located right here at Jirani's Coffeehouse.
Hi, I'm Melissa Jordan,
And I'm Team Jirani.
and we're the proud owners of Works of Wonder Bakery, also known as...
Wow.
Andy Robin, Franny Robin, we have 6 Robin Photography.
We provide the photography services here at Jirani.
Part of Team Jirani, we not only branded the shop, did the logo, the identity and branding work for the shop, but we've also really enjoyed helping to be a big part, a big voice in creating the space.
We specialize in gourmet cheesecakes, classic, vegan, and gluten-free cheesecakes that come in 3 different sizes, bite-size, individual, and 9-inch.
And this is what you can get right here at Jirani's Coffeehouse.
Started making pies for friends and family, and it became a delivery business where I would go door to door, dropping off pies and flowers for engagements, birthdays, and different types of celebrations. And now I work out of Jirani Coffeehouse in the kitchen. I rent space here.
For a whole year, we did tastings with our family members and friends, and Wayne would take it to his job, we would take it to our church members, and it took us a year to perfect the recipe. And then after everyone gave us a thumbs up,
And we got that first sale.
that's right.
That's when it was born. Sweet Pearls Cheesecakes.
Yeah.
Wow, 3.5 years ago, I got this vision to open a coffee house for the community, and who would have ever thought it would have been this awesome?
Yeah, we're here.
When I first heard of the concept of Jirani Coffeehouse through Ken, I was in a bit of disbelief because it sounded too good to be true.
Our part started before we even knew about Jirani and the other team members. We were part of starting a young adult group at our church a little over 4 years ago.
So back in October of, was it?
2015.
2015,
Yeah,
right? But
we met them.
But let's go back a little bit. It was around the March time frame. A friend of ours, his name was Orson.
Connie told me, and I shared with Dean, actually, I'm not sure if Jerry shared with Dean, but that there was this coffee house under Works, and she was going to be the general manager, and she invited me to come and do a tasting.
Awesome. I actually remember, as I'm talking, Ken and I were sitting on lawn chairs at one of his son's soccer game, and it was during the time when we were in the small group, and he was sharing the vision. We were out on the field, and Butu was kicking the soccer. He was playing goalie, and Ken said, he was just sharing his heart. It wasn't Jirani. It was just something that was on his heart stirring at the time, but it wasn't fully materialized as Jirani Coffeehouse.
The first time I had heard about the concept of Jirani Coffeehouse was when I met Ken at a fundraising event about 2 years ago, and it was actually one of Pies+Petals' first events ever.
So when Ken came and approached us about being part of Jirani, it really wasn't a surprise to us because God had already put a coffee house on our heart.
And he happened to be telling us about a friend he had that went to church with him that was opening up a coffee shop. And so we never really got an opportunity or a chance to kind of connect with him at that particular time.
And I kind of embarrassed myself a little bit because I brought all this informal stuff, lots of stuff to taste, but I showed up and there were like 80 people.
But he had the concept of community, art, being different, and stepping outside of the church walls and all that we condition ourselves to accept as normal, the 9 to 5, going up and down the highway. So he had expressed elements of that, only a few years later to understand and see that whatever was stirring, he just had a glimpse of what would be, where, you know, Jirani Coffeehouse.
It's a spirit of peace. It's a spirit of friendship and community. And so yeah, that's really what we were envisioning here. But again, are just happy to be part of the team.
So back in October, we happened to be walking by Jirani's Coffeehouse, and we saw a young lady sitting outside. And we had asked her, hey, who's the owner of this place? And so she had told us, right, you know.
Well, at first, William told me.
Yeah.
He said, babe, go get a business card.
That's
I was
right.
like, I am not in the business frame of mind right now.
That is
I'm not
true.
getting a
She did
business
say that.
card.
She did
He was
say
like, you
that.
better go get a business card. And sure enough, I'm going to go get that business card. And Kennedy came in and got, and Ken
came out.
One of the most relatable experiences at Jirani has been our similarity with building the aesthetic and the brand of our companies. So I've found that working with this team here has really enabled me to keep that artistic and creative side, as well as balancing out the quality of the goods that we're presenting.
So the very next day we get a phone call from Connie that says, wow, Ken is so impressed with your stuff that they're going to redo the design of the kitchen and they want you to bake in-house. What type of ovens are you guys looking for? So that's where it all started.
outside.
And if you ever met Ken before, you see that big old smile that go from ear to ear. And he came on out, and he was a friendly guy, and we just happened to be talking to him, and we told him what we do, and he was like, wow, you know what, I would love to have a taste test.
But Orson actually told Ken about us 6 months prior.
That's
too.
right. That's
so that
right.
connection.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? See,
Yeah.
it's always about the appointed time when things should
Yeah.
happen. And so then from there, you know, everything just
Seemed
took
like
off.
we known him for
It seemed like we
years.
knew him for years. And then we
Yeah.
was introduced to everybody else on the team.
Yeah.
And now we got this one big old Jirani family.
This was just amazing to see all the progress. You know, every other day we come here, we see something, buildings taking, you know, as far as the floors are done, walls up and up, and just pretty amazing just to watch, go through the whole process with the whole Jirani team as well.
It wasn't a surprise to us. It was pretty exciting, and he was dreaming the exact same dream with the music and the culture and the arts, and we just knew that we were onto something and that it was going to be something really
Yeah,
special.
it really was confirmation of what we were sensing in our spirit as well.
One of the things that I have loved most about being involved with Jirani Coffeehouse is the community here and the way it has been redefined for myself. Even before we opened, we had people walking throughout our doors. We had late nights working on different projects, preparing for what it is now.
You know, I look around and I'm just totally amazed at what's been going on. You know, it's really the vision was really a place where you can get a great cup of coffee, tied in with the arts, all forms of the arts. You know, and the community would just come in here and just live together. And to actually have that going on, I'm just so grateful.
For me, while I'm homeschooled, I mean, I still do have friends, but like a lot of people from Osborne, they come over here. A lot of people from the church that I go to, they go to Osborne and they come over here like, man, like, everyone's talking about Jirani. It's such an awesome place. It's so cool to go to, and it feels great to be able to say like, oh, my parents own that. You know what I mean? It's an awesome place to just meet new people. When I'm singing, when I'm off stage, when I'm behind the counter, you know, singing for it, it's really cool. And so it's a great place to just hang and just have fun.
But when I think of the Jirani, I like to call it the Jirani experience, right?
Yeah.
You know, when I think about Jirani, I think about a melting pot. You know, us, Jackie and I, being originally from New York,
Yeah.
New York City is a melting pot of many cultures.
Yeah.
And when you come to Jirani Coffeehouse, I mean, that's what you're going to see. But aside from that, you know, the culture that we've actually been able to build amongst the employees and everybody that's here, you know, when you got 4 businesses operating into one environment, I mean, that is huge for everyone to work together well and have the same mission and the same vision.
Part of our journey as well, Ken talked about the vision of Jirani is, for me, was more about stepping out in faith and believing for the coffee house to manifest itself that was a step of obedience. And as we all know, it's risky sometimes starting a new business.
Ever since orientation, it felt like everyone who came was picked from different pieces of their life, or different parts, I guess, and then brought together to create this really diverse community where everyone has a different thing to offer. And it's just exciting to see people from different areas and different phases of their lives come together to create this solid thing for their community.
But it is really a place that it's not just a coffee shop. It's a place for friends, it's a place for family, and it's a place to feel loved. So come on down.
Can answer your phone.
Is it possible to call you back in a couple minutes? Because we're almost done. Oh, yeah, no, we're really videotaping. You're on.
Yeah, a lot of times we hear, almost every day, someone either says, man, I love the way this place feels, I love the way it looks, but you know what?
It's inviting, it's
inviting.
cozy.
Yes. Well, a lot of people don't know, I met with my team for 8 months, once a month. We talked about every detail of this place. We really thought what the community needs, because we know what we need. And being that we're in the community, we couldn't go wrong. But yeah, so we spent a lot of time thinking about all the details and what would be best for Jirani outside of ourselves.
Yes.
And man, it just created a certain atmosphere in here, a welcoming atmosphere that you can't be manufactured.
So I think if I were to tell someone about Jirani Coffeehouse, I would like to express to them the magnitude of the work that each individual is putting into this project, and it's all with the intention of making others feel comfortable and feel that they have a place to come to and be themselves and relax, and to also be inspired, because everyone here is doing what they love and doing it for people that they love.
Yeah, and so we are just thankful to be able to
Out of Jirani's.
be here and having our own organizations be housed out of Jirani.
And so all the owners have done a very fantastic job with partnering with Sweet Pearls Cheesecakes and allowing us all to use our creative side, to be able to, I would like to say, bring life in our desserts.
Yeah.
And so thank you so much. We're
Yes.
excited about the Jirani experience. We're excited about being on this team, and we're just gonna keep baking more and more cheesecakes.
Yes.
And every flavor that you want, just let me know. I got you.
So as we living this Jirani story out, a new page, a new chapter is written daily.
Yes.
New information is presented, and we just welcome you, the community, to be a part of our story.
It's just been really special to be a part of Jirani.
The Jirani Story.
And there you have it.
So Jirani Story.
That's our Jirani story.
That's our Jirani Story.
And that's our Jirani Story.
And that's our Jirani story.
Drop the mic.
You drop the mic.
That's our Jirani story thing.
Drop the mic. Bam.
That's my Jirani story. I'm not good at winking.
Yeah.
How do you dab again? What?
Anyway.
We started the story off with my team, but now this story will be also include you, the community. So we look forward to writing this story with you and continue to follow the journey.